Of ABC News Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zees' electric car road trip. It's a great idea to get at some of these issues. Today, Ginger's making her way through the state of Florida, teaching us the best tips and tricks when it comes to owning electric cars and testing them out, how it works on a road trip like this. So Ginger joins us now with more somewhere in Florida. She's in her EV there. Okay, Ginger, day 4, what are you watching today? How's it feel?
So we are kind of getting toward the end. I mean, by the end of this trip, we will have covered 2,100 miles in an electric vehicle. I didn't know what that would feel like. I had never done that much driving in an EV without knowing where I was going. And what we've learned is, number one, being in a Tesla, using the Tesla supercharger stations and the Tesla, navigation, it's been eerily easy. It has been very quiet, as EVs are, aside from my singing. That's not, see, Sam's laughing a little. But also, we've learned that I think this is possible if you have this network of chargers. I think I mentioned yesterday, I had done this with a Nissan Leaf in Southwest Florida with my family a couple of weeks ago. And I certainly had a couple of times that were more confusing. You'd have to do more planning. What we also learned is that there are places where you can get free charging. And we are just kind of happily surprised when it happens. But I think if we were to do this again, we could do it even more economically than we already have by kind of picking and choosing the free spots.
That is good advice for those of us looking at electric cars. Yesterday, I guess after we spoke, you visited that Volkswagen battery and solar farm, I understand. Well, what was that like? What did you learn?
I was so happy to visit a battery laboratory because that's one of the biggest questions people have, the length or the lifetime of the battery. They want to know, does the battery get stressed in extreme cold and extreme heat, and how much efficiency are they going to be losing? So somebody who lives in northern Minnesota is not going to be looking at the same as someone who lives in Atlanta. So I loved learning about the efficiency, which under 20 degrees, you do lose range. They're trying to make that better. That's what they're doing at that lab. They are testing the extremes anywhere from 40 below all the way up to 70, or this is Celsius, 70 above, and they're putting the battery through these stress tests, and we were able to watch them do that and also submerge them in water for safety, for flash flooding. It was fascinating to watch the development, and I loved the energy there, and that's not a pun I even intended, but the people there are less worried about batteries than we are. I can tell you that right now. They're very proud of what they're making.
I'll bet that is a key issue. Now, for those of us who are thinking about buying an electric car, when it comes to choosing which car to buy, how would you advise how to determine the best fit for people?
This is an exciting time for the auto industry, and I think if you're in the market for a new vehicle, if you are a person or a family that has 2 cars, I think you should highly consider one of them being electric. There are affordable versions like the Nissan Leaf in the 20,000s, after tax incentives, the low 20,000s. You look at the maintenance savings that can be $4,500 for the lifetime of the vehicle because no oil changes, no filters, no starters. Think about all those little things that you don't have when you get rid of the gas engine. You have tires still, that type of thing. But then I'd say if you are one of those families and you say, okay, maybe we could do it, I would also say make sure that you can have a charger at home. That's what makes this not just viable, but really, really beneficial for a family. Now, if you have a family of 5, or you've got 3 kids or more, I think that we're farther away from those giant vehicles that you need, the minivans. Those are coming. But anybody who's maybe a single person who commutes, that would be someone who should look at the EV and charging at home as well. And then we had one couple that we went through, and they're having a baby, and so we went and looked at some of those crossover SUVs. There are kind of smaller versions with shorter range, and then the longer range. I'd say if you can, always go for the longer.
Absolutely. This is great watching you do this, Ginger, and encouraging to those of us who, are going to take up the offer that the electric cars are out there right now. So thanks very much, Ginger Z.
All right, good luck with your choice.
Thank you. I'll let you know how it goes.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.